Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear it?
Yes, could you hear it?
No, I mean, like, can you hear the printer?
No.
Good.
Your mic's too good.
Good. I was worried.
Oh,
Because it's literally printing right now.
Ah. Wow.
for a second I couldn't hear you, but now I can.
Excellent. That means I can have it on in the background, and it's not going to worry.
And, oh, well,
And?
what are you printing?
A benchy.
A benchy?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
it's
stress test.
Oh, okay, a benchmark.
Yeah, kind
Are
of.
we too busy now to say benchmarks? We have to abbreviate it to a word that's the same
No,
number of
it's
syllables.
literally called the benchy boat.
Right,
That's
okay.
the name of the design.
Okay.
But
Hang on.
what's a Ben? What?
Hang on.
I feel
There
I
you go.
joined halfway through a conversation. I am recording
my
now,
theory,
by the way.
my three. Hang on, I'm going to start recording now.
Just-
I'm recording.
We will gotta get every juicy detail.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. Like, so it's currently printing the 3D benchy boat, which is. I've put a link in the Discord chat
Oh, okay, let's have a look.
to what it actually is going to look like.
No one at home will ever know.
Well, if I'm sure if they Google benchy
Benchy boat.
then
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
come up with this.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a little boat.
Yeah, it's a cute little boat.
Just like a little test.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
they call it a torture test because it's what because there's loads of overhangs, different levels,
Oh, I
gaps in the
see, yeah.
thing. So it sort of stress tests it.
Okay. To make sure it works.
And I exported the file at the lowest resolution possible, so the print would only take 20 minutes or so.
Right.
So it will probably finish halfway through this podcast.
Oh, we can have live
Ooh.
updates.
Yeah, we can have a live
Some-
update of a 3D
Something
print.
to look forward to.
Absolutely.
There's got to be something.
Lord knows there ain't anything else.
And on that bombshell, hello, welcome back to Inaudible, the podcast that's impossible to listen to. How are we?
How are we today?
Wait, what?
We are how?
How do you do?
Well, I'm good. Richard, of course, I only saw you not 3.5 hours ago.
Indeed, you did.
Oh, yeah, you did your Hammer War thing.
Yeah, we did.
Hammer
At
Warfare.
At their Hammer Warfare, took hammers to each other.
And it was good. It was good fun.
I mean, Christian did finish me off with a hammer, so
oh no, it was a
it
big
was-
axe.
It's good
Oh,
to
yeah.
know that you both survived your little jaunt out into
I
the...
did not survive. I lost.
I had this.
We're speaking to a ghost.
I was playing. I was playing the Nurgle Chaos Space Marines, whatever they're called, and my champion had this bloody grey axe, which it looked like Richard completely won. And then the last turn of the game, this guy just swung his axe 3 times, and people were just flying everywhere, like in the last Battle of Elves and Men, Last
So
Alliance.
I had
with
my
Sauron
character
going.
champion left, a squad of 3, was it? And a
Yeah.
squad. I had 2 squads of 3, and literally he managed to take out 2 of one squad, the captain, the last one of the other squad, and the other 3 in pretty much one turn.
It was pretty.
It was
pretty cash.
It was damn good fun though, wasn't it?
It was good fun. Yeah.
But the question is, did you give him an answer to the question he asked?
Oh.
Hey, well done. That's good.
I had to think of a new spin on the whole "ask me a question" thing.
But yeah, I've now spent basically just the last 3 hours trying to figure out what I want to buy. Because do you remember?
I already know what I want to buy, Tyranids.
Do you remember before when we spoke about this? I said I wanted to do Tau because I like them. The great or good.
Oh yeah.
But today I was like, well, I kind of want a mechanized Imperial Guard army. But I was looking at the codex and it was just, oh my, so much to choose from. And so I thought, well, okay, I'll just buy a squad. I wanted Steel Legion, but they're all metal. I'll just get Cadians because they're more. You can customize more on them. You can have a better squad.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. They're plastic. But then I thought, well, what fucking color do I paint them? And then I was stuck on that. But then I realized if I used, well. I'm still half and half between Imperial Guard and Tau, but I was thinking of painting them the Lego Ice Planet color scheme.
You mean like neon blue and bright purple?
No, white and blue with orange transparent chainsaws.
See, that would be really cool.
But I still don't know which army to do.
This is all a bit beyond you, isn't it, Oz?
Just a bit, just a bit.
Buster Jit.
Just a fraction.
It's the way I can picture it is it's just like you're getting back into a show you haven't watched for years. So now you're buying all the merchandise to it as well.
I mean, to be fair, he's a hell of a lot more experienced at this than I am.
But not really.
Well, yeah, you're already knowing what you want to do. I'm just like, I want to fight as the giant alien monsters.
Well, no, but you know what color to paint them. you want,
black and grey with green highlights.
You know that you want to buy Tyranids and paint them those colors. I'm still 50-50 between which army I want to paint, and I've literally in the last 10 minutes decided what colors I want to use. So like, this is anyway.
Yes, anyway, that was Warhammer chat.
Oh,
Warhammer Wat.
Yes, indeed, Warhammer Wat.
Oh. So,
Your hammer says what?
it was an axe, I say.
It was an accident. Oh, well,
Unlike that joke.
oh dear. Anyway, Elsie, what have you been up to recently?
Nothing really. Work, editing, playing games. It's about the normal.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of
Yeah.
editing, I realised something about the whatever we did, Mario Kart.
The whatever we did.
Oh,
Yeah. We had, because there was 3 of us and it was split screen and it was split 4 ways, we had a bloody com player on the screen, didn't we? But then the webcam was covering half of my face.
Yeah, what we had was like a camera.
I did notice that in editing. I sort of thought, why didn't we move the camera down to the bottom corner rather than the top?
Yeah, I wish we'd
Well,
really
we had
thought
a
about that
roaming
at the
camera at the
time.
bottom.
The proof is in the testing, and now we know for future.
Exactly.
races.
Yeah.
Indeed. Unless we get a 4th person, in which case, fuck knows what we're going to do.
No webcam. Well, we'll just put the webcam in the centre
In
over the
middle,
little.
yeah, over the map. People don't need to see who's in first, second, or third because you can see it by the number.
Yep.
This is true.
This is
very
true.
And who cares about where the CPU characters are? All that matters is where we are.
Exactly. We're the important ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
are all that is important in this world.
But yeah, there's some good stuff coming up from the collected mass of the invisible towers.
Such a shame you can't monetize any of it.
Yeah. Well, I can't.
Fuck you, Nintendo. That's the only thing I hate you about.
No, I can't monetize anything at all.
not?
I ain't big enough. You can't monetize anything at all. You have to have like 1,000 subscribers,
Oh, yeah.
a certain amount of what.
I mean, there was one point where I actually managed to.
Oh yeah, no.
monetize
Once I
some of
put,
that
yeah,
They
no, but
changed
even,
it start of the year, didn't they?
Yeah, before the adpocalypse. Which one, though? It's hard to say.
Well,
Even
There have
then,
been
when-
several.
I give up.
Anywho.
yes, Ozzy, you were saying something.
Game of the year 2000.
Okay.
Yes!
But before that, let's have a look at the results from 2001.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I didn't. I
So,
keep forgetting to get this up ready.
in 3rd place, with a very, very, very disappointing 7%, is Estadio Pocadenses Dos.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's low.
I clicked videos, not community. That will help.
That's not what I would have
sadly
given
low.
it.
Blind. Okay, I've just seen the results.
In 2nd place, with 27%, is that's my dramatic pause. I've ruined it. Is Pokemon Crystal, which means the winner with 67 whole %. That's 2/3 of the votes. Pokemon Gold and Silver.
My
Yay.
God. So we can agree that a Pokemon game was
Yeah.
first, second, and third
Yes.
best games of 2001.
Yes.
What was this you were saying last time, Christian, about Pokemon Crystal just flat out being the better version of Gold
Well,
and Silver?
I think what this vote has proved is that my audience are clearly a bunch of idiots and half-wits
wow.
and
No, I
dirt
think
brains.
what this
Just dub that
vote
over with,
proved-
lovely people.
I think what this vote proved is that if you choose something with 2 games in it over something with 1 game in it, you've got twice as much chance of getting votes.
Yeah, hang on a minute.
Because some
Surely...
people would
Oh,
some people would vote for gold, some people would vote for silver.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, 'cause I mean, technically, you should lump Gold, Silver, and Crystal all together because they are all Generation 2, even though they are different games.
we could have possibly done that considering they were all in the same year
Yeah.
and of the same generation.
But it was, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of wanted to see what people picked. out of Crystal and Gold and Silver.
I kind of assumed it would be Crystal just because Crystal's got the added extras.
Well, I guess, was it you, Ozzy, you said last week the Crystal, you didn't see the point in it because it was just the same game, basically.
Well, even thinking about it, the added extras wasn't much. You got 2 or 3 cutscenes with Usain, or whatever whatever his name. It was something along those lines.
What?
Eugene.
Usain, that's it.
Yeah.
You got 2 or 3 cutscenes with him just banging on about Suicune, and then that was about it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even that much more they added in.
I guess. Yeah.
I guess I don't know if they did any balancing with levels or anything like that, or I think they must have changed some of the Pokemon you can catch. It was a little bit different in terms of how you encountered, because in Gold you encountered Ho-Oh in the tower, and then Yu-Gi-Oh was the post game, and then it was vice versa. Guys, I think they did something a little bit different in Crystal, but I can't remember what. But,
you got to choose which wing you got, I think.
okay.
That
sounds right.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess a lot of the people voting just agreed with that analysis, which was that Gold and Silver were fine. What was the point?
I also get the impression that people were getting a bit tired of having, or didn't like the idea of having to buy another game for a little bit of different content. So people didn't think of Crystal that nicely.
Yeah, pretty much. If you've already got one or the other, why get a third?
One game for the price of 2.
Yeah.
But sorry, just stirring the tea.
Or technically 3 in this case.
I think we can all agree that this is still a victory for everyone.
Yes, it's a victory for us all.
Yeah, yeah.
While one may be
not
objectively
even that.
better, they're all technically good.
Yeah.
Not only that, a victory for Gen 2 of Pokemon, because they are all Gen 2 games.
Yeah.
True.
Absolutely.
Even though Stadium 2 was technically the 3rd Stadium game.
Yeah, but it only goes up to Gen 2 in Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh, do you not know that story, Christian?
No, I did not know that story, Rich.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, the very first Pokemon Stadium in Japan was just used for competitive battling, so it had like 42 Pokemon on it.
Okay.
And then they released Pokemon Stadium 2 in Japan, which is Pokemon Stadium 1 here, which had all of them. And then they did Pokemon Stadium Gold and Silver, which is Pokemon Stadium 2 for us.
I think I vaguely remember this story, yeah.
Yeah, it's...
I've read it somewhere.
Yeah, it's a interesting little tidbit of information.
I wish they'd do a...
Fact of the day from Richard this time.
I know, right? I'm actually useful for something, my god.
Hey, you're useful for other things, like driving me places.
I could have made you get the bus, but I didn't.
Yeah, no, I wish next generation of Pokemon, they need to just have a battle mode so that you don't have to, like, it's still in-game. If you want to breed your Pokemon, you can, and maybe you still have to breed them for moves and that, but like once you get into the battle mode, you should just be able to say, I want these EVs, I want these IVs.
Yeah, like a free choice section where you can actually customize your own battles, sort of thing.
Yeah. Or like,
but then what's the point of playing the actual game?
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe you'd still have to keep moves the same, or I don't know. I feel like there's a better way they could do it, because a lot of it is just random if you're not like really read up on what you have to do.
Yeah, I suppose like the main reason that Stadium existed in the first place was to give like a 3D way to show off your Pokemon.
Yeah.
And given how the games are pretty much now entirely in 3D, there's literally no point to it.
No.
Cool.
On a similar note, I did read a good suggestion that someone said Pokemon should just be able to they'll learn all the moves that they learn at whatever levels, and they'll keep all those moves, but they can only use 4 at a time in battle. So you would just you would just pick 4 moves, and those would be the moves you used.
Well, you can shop and change them out.
Yeah,
between battles.
Maybe like in your PC you can, or like just in your Pokedex you have an option to select current moveset.
Yeah. I think that would be pretty good.
Swap it up with your party and shit.
Because
it would actually make it a lot more interesting, because then you... Yeah.
And it make the anime make a lot more sense as well.
I think that went out the boat a long time ago.
Because you've still got the tactical considerations of you can only have 4 moves at a time, but then the whole thing of, because you've got all the moves available to you still anyway, it's just they have this kind of arbitrary limit in the number of heart skills you can have to relearn.
Yeah, I feel like it would add into
the
guesswork, if you will.
Well, except modern gens where you can just get heart skills given to you for like having a meal or a battle or something.
That's true.
Do you know what? I had tons of heart scales in Oras, but I've only got like 3 or 4 in Gen 7. I haven't picked them up.
There are literal restaurants you go in. I don't know if you battle in it or if you just go in and have a meal, and at the end you pay like 1,000 for the meal, and then at the end you get given like 4 or 5 heart scales.
That's okay.
Is that in
Literally
XY?
No, current gen.
Oh.
Well, I've never done one of those. That's why.
Yeah. Just literally.
That does sound familiar, but I don't remember doing it.
Just look up heart scales for Gen 7 or so. They are really easy to get in Gen 7.
Oh, well, that's good. That makes me feel a bit better.
And considering how much more money you get in Gen 7 compared to the rest of the games.
Walk around this beach and press A next to 5 of these Pokemon. Congratulations, there's 200,000 Poke.
Yeah.
Anyway, Game of the Year 2000.
Yes, Game of the Year.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to go first today because of
Just
reasons.
so we can't have a mistake of last time.
Yeah. So remember, everyone, it's the EU release dates.
Yes.
Okay.
Not the Japanese.
No, not them's.
Not the Japanese.
And not the Americanis.
Yes.
Not the Napagees or the Apacanis.
Or the Australalas.
Oh, well then I can't have my number 5 then. Fuck's sake.
Well, we don't live in Australia. I
No,
tried
I'm talking
to
about North America. Like, North America was in 2000. The worldwide was like 3 years later.
Oh, well, mention it when it gets to you anyway.
Well, yeah, we'll mention it, and then we can decide whether it's legal or not at the time.
But it may not win. It may not win.
I'll probably have some that might or might not be. I haven't done any reading checking for this list. So, Christian.
Number 5, The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask.
Yes.
I prefer that one to. I think the story's better, and I always like Skull Kid.
Ocarina.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I always prefer.
I wholeheartedly 100% agree.
Yeah.
I've got a little figurine of Skull Kid as well.
I've seen it. Yeah, I love it.
What was it he does? Or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not going to try and pull off I'm not good at imitations, as our D&D sessions can vouch for.
Don't lie, that was actually pretty good.
Number 4,
Swiftly moving on.
Pokemon Yellow version.
What?
The first
Yellow did not come out in 2000.
It did in the European Union. All right, let's check. Let's see if I've made a mistake. Pokemon Yellow.
Son of a bitch. Well, that
2000.
sorts that out.
And this is why we let Christian go first from here on in.
Yeah, because like I go on 2000 in gaming and it doesn't fucking show it.
No, that's it.
Well,
that's the problem we had last year.
A lot of the ones I've picked out with different dates is I found them on the list for another year, clicked on them to check because I was aware that things came out in different years back in the day, and then put it on the right year.
Yeah. Stop the presses. The print has finished.
Oh.
Please.
I'm just gonna go and have a look at it.
Okay.
Oh wow.
We'll just.
It's just a blob. It's just flubber.
I mean, it's definitely a
It's 50 foot wide.
We need a picture. You need to send us a picture.
All right, I will send a picture to the Facebook chat.
No one at home will see.
Dice cord.
It's
It doesn't sound good.
I mean.
Oh.
Right, sent.
All right, let's have a look at this.
It's looking like a boat. Yeah.
You can tell it's a boat, but
I mean, to be fair, I did export it on the lowest quality settings. So
that maybe maybe
yeah.
that's why.
However,
pixelated.
It's impossible to deny that was just printed on my 3D printer.
Was just printed, but
Okay.
the question is it edible?
No.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Why
then.
would it be edible?
I thought maybe you were 3D printing meat, as we discussed in the real world earlier.
Yes, as was previously discussed.
Yes, disgusting. So for the benefit of the tape, it looks kind of almost like lace. It's just you can kind of see the lines of construction as it's done each layer.
Yes. That's because it is such a low
Or
quality thing.
it's a boat from the digital world, and it's literally just started to decompose.
Yeah.
This is entirely
Pixelate.
possible, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, sorry. Continue with your.
Some news there that was literally hot off the presses.
Literally, it's still warm. I don't dare touch it.
So yeah, yellow version was the first Pokemon game I ever owned.
Oh.
So I never played Red or Blue. So there you go. Number 3, Crash Bash.
Hey, crash and bash 'em.
Yeah, so I can still remember half of the music from that game. Actually, I played a load of it. But yeah, that was good. Just Crash Bash. The game is Crash Bash. That's all you can say.
That is the game.
So
It's basically Mario Party without the party boards, but with Crash Bash. Crash
yes.
people.
I mean the one where you have to pogo stick along and paint this ground your color, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
A selection de mini games.
Yes.
So my top 2.
Oh.
It was an agonizing decision because 2 of my favorite games ever came out this year, 2000.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So the way I figured it out was the one that's ended up in second place is, even though I've played a lot of it, it holds a very special place in my heart. It's one of my favorite games. And there are literally days worth of videos of it on my YouTube channel. It's not as good a game as the one that was number 1. So if you took the gameplay and compared the 2, if you took the music and compared the 2, if you took the balancing and compared the 2, the one in number 1
had to pull them both apart to find which was better.
the number 1.
Yes, I completely
Can you
agree, Christian. Blues Brothers 2000 is the best game ever made.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one that I've put in number 1 is just light years ahead of the one that's in number 2, even though they're both some of my favorite games ever.
Okay.
In terms, if you just gave them to,
But
Joe Blogs.
There's a difference between a good game and a favorite game.
Yes, but there's a reason that the one in number 1 is one of my favorites, and is beating out the second place one. So the second place one is Digimon World,
Oh.
which I think anyone who's watching this channel knows all about Digimon World.
Number.
So no much more need be said.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really fun. I love it. It gives me nostalgia when I play it.
It's come on, it's Digimon World.
Yeah. But it's a
If
broken game.
I mean, if it wasn't for this game, would we be as good as friends nowadays as we are?
To be honest,
Because
Ozzy,
it's pretty much how we bonded when we were kids.
I can't stand even the thought of you. So I mean,
Well, it's not that, but it's sort of like the only way we really got back into meeting up after
Yeah.
our parents stopped meeting up was to record Digimon World.
yeah, it was.
When we both went off to college, we got our own mates and we had our own lives.
Oh,
But then
dude, I'm sorry, that was
we
the best joke.
rekindled our friendship through Digimon World.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And it started this whole sorry scenario.
It's all your fault, Digimon.
It's basically started everything Richard doesn't understand.
Started like, come on, mate. I barely know
90%
everything.
of the references and humor we have.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep. Understandably.
But number 1, my best game of the year 2000 is Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy Color.
Oh my god, did that
Ooh.
come out in 2000?
Yes, it did.
We'll have to double check all these notes and stuff again.
This is why I thought I'd go first.
Yeah.
So it's just a really fun game. It's just really fun playing Pokemon cards, and the music is incredible. Actually, the other day, just after I'd edited last year's podcast, I looked at the list for this year and ended up listening to the entire soundtrack of Pokemon Trading Card Game for the Game Boy Color again because it's brilliant.
Yeah. See, you just have to start it and you immediately recognize. There we go.
Bum, bum, dum, bum, bum.
Uh,
So there you are, trading card game.
Fair
Win.
enough.
nice.
Victory.
Cool.
Victoroso.
Do you wanna
Victoros.
go next, Oz?
Just like the colour. Yes, I can do. I'm going to guess both of our lists, Rich, have changed now that Christian has gone.
Oh, so much, yes.
Yeah. So
Oh,
my
so
runners
simple.
up, my
Today's
runners
sponsor.
up are Poke Stadium, even though that, well, no, because that would have been a different year for us, wouldn't it?
Stadium
Looking at
1?
runners up, yeah. That 2000?
Yep,
for-
2000, April 7th.
Yeah, that stick that in my runners up as well, because
Yeah,
Fair.
okay.
I'm a little bit inconsistent with how some years I've had runners up, some years I've just narrowed it down to 5. So I just
Yeah.
forgot to put Stadium on here.
So, yeah,
Oh.
Christian, you know how to pronounce this game. How do we pronounce Pokemon Stadium?
Estadio Pokedenses.
There we go.
Apparently only
And-
100,000 were sold.
Oh,
Player's choice.
Oh,
Yeah.
And my other runner-up is The Sims.
Fair.
what, The Sims?
The original Sims.
Wow.
The original, you might say. So number
Thank
5.
you, Filch.
Number 5, created and developed by Naughty Dog, is Crash Bash.
Nice.
Nice.
Eurocom Interactive Software.
Sony
Number
Entertainment
2.
Europe. Oh, that's in a few years.
Not number 2, sorry, I'm getting it. Number 4, which is double 2, but Pokemon Puzzle Challenge.
Oh, that was on the GBA. That was on Game Boy Color, wasn't it?
Game Boy Color, Yar.
Never actually played it. I really should.
I've got it. I've
Cool. Congratulations. I really should play it at some point.
emulate it. It's I mean find a legitimate copy or actually you can virtual console it. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Virtual console emulator it.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
sure we can figure something out.
Yeah, but it's like Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. It's not Tetris. What's the game where the blocks come down and they sort
Puyo
of drop
Puyo.
in? Kind of like that, yeah, but with
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, because they did Puzzle Fighter. That's what I know it as.
Okay.
Puzzle Fighter.
And here is where we get into the actually I've got one extra here. I've miscounted. I've got 6 here, not 5.
Okay.
Okay, so technically 6 is Crash Bash, 5 is Puzzle Challenge,
Mm-hmm.
number 4 is Pokemon Trading Card Game.
Ooh.
Nice.
No. I mean,
Nice.
from this point on, mine and Christian's lists are going to be pretty similar, apart from the numbering, just because each probably have different nostalgia within each game.
Understandable. Yes.
So then we move on to number 3, which is so it's a very
That is how
jumbled list
reductionist
here.
numbers work. Yes.
It's a very jumbled list here. I keep forgetting which one I'm on. Number 3, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now this is
I don't know
where
what's happening.
this is
Should be
where
different.
my hard choice was for number 1. So number 2 is Digimon World
Ooh.
for obvious reasons. However, number 1 is Pokemon Yellow because that was my first game ever.
Oh.
My personal, I'd had games I shared with family members, but this was the first game I physically had as Ozzy Lovell's game.
Nice.
No one
Cool.
could touch it. My sister could not do anything on that game.
It was
So-
yours.
yeah. So I have a very deep connection with Yellow, just because,
That's fair.
like Christian, it's what got me into Pokemon games, and it was what got me into gaming on my own.
Which is the best kind of gaming.
Yes.
Absolutely. Once you can experience on your own with no one else to annoy you around.
Oh,
Cool.
well, disappointed for Digimon World that it's not going to appear
Yeah.
on the final list. But oh well.
Just wait till you hear my number 1.
This is the problem with only having one winner. Like we've had things drop out before that I've wanted to put in first place. Like 2010, my top 3 all would have been first place. 2011, my top 3 again all would have been first place. It's just bloody difficult.
It's I think we've got to remember that this isn't of what games are best, but what games are the
So
most
our
Oh, your
Personal
favorite?
favourite.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are. It's very personal choices. This
Yeah.
choice
Okay.
system.
Are we ready to be confused?
I thought we'd already started.
To be fair,
always.
Star Wars isn't going to be on this list. That isn't until.
Okay, now I'm
899,
confused. Now I'm confused. A year where Richard doesn't have a Star Wars game on his list?
Nani?
No, because the only one that released, the only Star Wars game that was released this year was Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. And I'll be damned if I'm ever going to give that thing an award. So,
What year did Pod Racer come out?
Star Wars Pod Racer.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Do you mean Star Wars Episode 1 Racer?
I don't know. Oh, don't tell me it was that one. Oh, what?
Yeah, it was.
I seem to remember that being quite good.
Or Racer Revenge.
Oh well.
Or maybe it was Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars
and the Voyage of Tomorrow.
Star Wars Super Bombard Racing.
Rich, I can't talk like that. We get complaints.
Oh, I saw it. But that would require people to watch first.
Down.
Oh no.
Oh, hello, Mr. Dudley. But yeah, anyway.
Fucking Jim Davidson there today.
So first up, I want to give 3 honourable mentions.
Yeah.
The Sims, which I've played briefly and somewhat enjoyed. I prefer The Sims 3 though.
They get better with years.
Yeah. Pokemon
mine.
Yellow.
Oh.
Because while yes, it is an amazing game, my brother had Yellow and I didn't, so didn't really have the same connection to it. And one that I completely forgot existed until looking through this list: The Operative. No One Lives Forever.
Oh.
I first played this game on a demo disc back in the day, like 2000-ish, and it's really, really cool. It's like it's an FPS, but in the style of 60s spy movies. And it's actually really, really cool. Like, it was called the best first-person shooter since Half-Life. So,
No.
yeah.
High praise indeed.
So I will have to.
It's got a sexy lady on the cover.
Yeah, I will have to find this one again and like play through it again. Because if it is as good as I remember, then I may have a new favorite game.
I did buy that other one you mentioned because it was like
Hostile Waters.
79p. Yeah, I haven't played it yet, but
It is damn good fun. You will not regret it.
oh, I will not regret it.
I mean, at 79p, you know, you pay more to get a sandwich.
Yes, that's true.
So anyway, number 5.
Sandwich review.
Gotta be sure it's a bacon butty though. Number 5.
We have
Pokemon trading
biscuits
card
every
game.
week. Yep.
Sorry, what was number
Fair
5?
enough.
I didn't hear.
Pokemon TCG.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you talked about Dennis anymore. Number 4. Star Trek Voyager Elite Force.
Ooh.
I think I've seen but not been. If it's is it the one where you get to like play as like your own
The Hazard
character?
team.
Yeah.
in
Okay. I've seen.
Episodes of yeah.
I've seen Kara play it.
Yeah. Objectively, it's terrible, but I love it so much because it felt like going through a long episode of Voyager, which I know gets a lot of flack, but I actually quite enjoy Voyager.
I like Voyager. I do.
Yeah.
I really do like Voyager.
I can understand why a lot of people don't like it though.
I mean, well, personally and honest, me, I think I prefer Voyager over Deep Space Nine. Just because I don't like, not in terms of the story or the overarching story, but in terms of the characters.
Yeah.
I found I warmed to the family element more than I did the militaristic element.
Yeah, but I mean,
You
like,
know what I mean?
pretty much half of DS9 was the Dominion War.
That's
So-
yeah. It was. It can be a lot to handle if you're binge watching the whole series. I think.
Yeah. Although, slight side up. I'll save that for next section. I'll save that for general talk.
Oh.
So yeah.
When the biscuit tin gets opened.
And there is multiplayer, which is it's based on the Unreal 3 engine, so it's Quake 3. Sorry. So it's basically just Quake, but with a Voyager skin.
Sure.
I fucking love it. Although it does call it a critical success. So huzzah for that.
Zaha.
Yeah. So if you like Star Trek Voyager, give it a try. You can find it for pittance these days. So
There's a
next
reason
up,
for that.
number 3 is Pokemon Stadium 1.
Estadio Pokédex Uno.
Yes,
Uno.
Stadium Pokédex is Uno. Again, what else has been said
No.
about this game that hasn't been said already?
We're retreading old ground.
Yes, it's fucking awesome
That's the
to actually be able to have my Blastoise that I raised from a level 5 Squirtle to level 100, see it in 3D and kick the crap out of other people's stuff was wonderfully satisfying back in the day. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the further back we go, the more similar our lists are going to be. So we're going to get where
Yeah.
we've each got the same thing each time.
Oh, don't worry, my number 1 is going to be very, very different.
Oh.
So, yeah, number 2.
Digimon World.
Yeah, no, yes, my number 2 is Digimon. No, it didn't. My number 2 is Majora's Mask.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It is my favourite Zelda game, followed closely by Wind Waker, and then oh fuck, I don't know, another one. I can't think what it is. But yeah,
The one with Lincoln.
yeah, that one.
it.
So none of the CDI ones. Yeah, fucking adore it. When it came out on the 3DS as well, I loved it even more because it was actually easier to play, and yeah, I love it so much. Yeah.
What is there to say about Zelda that we haven't said throughout the entirety of 2017 to now?
This is true.
Same with Pokemon, I think.
Yeah. Just shows you how much they've all changed.
But
They
remain
haven't.
as good as ever.
Yes. Cool. So that's that. And so my number 1 game of 2000. Hang on, let me just check to see if it when the expansion pack came out. That came out in 2001. Okay. Oh, I missed that one then. Okay, so game of the year 2000, Command & Conquer Red Alert 2. The amount of hours I have sunk into RA2 is unreal. It is. Me and my brother played Red Alert 1 so often when we were younger. And when Red Alert 2 came around, we were absolutely blown away by how better it was. How much better it was. Sorry, grammatically correct. Everything was improved. The graphics looked better. The controls were easier. It was smoother. It looked better. It played so much better. It had full FMV. You had the wonderful, like the Russian accents, which were obviously terrible. But you know, every Russian. What do you
Wasn't
know?
Tim Curry in it?
No, he was in Red Alert 3.
Okay.
From the planet of Sholokov.
Yeah. The Sholokov reunion.
We never did that.
Thank
No, we
Christ.
didn't. Yeah, I was just thinking that. But it had Tanya in it, and she was amazing. Like St. Eva, Alexander Romanov. It's just so good. And you had the Ally campaign and the Soviet campaign, and it's got one of the best expansion packs ever in Yuri's Revenge, which was, oh my god, Yuri is such a cool character. Like, I actually want to get his symbol tattooed on me somewhere. I love it that much.
Or the middle of your head.
No, not on the middle of my head, on my wrist probably.
Okay.
But
It's
yeah,
lower wrist strategy.
Yeah. Damn, you've both got good puns now. I need to catch up. Yeah, I feel like having the Yuri symbol would be a little bit more socially acceptable than having the hammer and sickle. But yeah, that's my game of 2000.
Cool. Yeah, no, that is a good game. I'll stick that on my runner-up as well. It got nudged out, I think, from when I added one of the other ones in.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
it's a good game. Everyone loves communists. There's little wrong with it.
There's little wrong with communism these days, to be honest. Communism, at least it isn't Nazis.
There's little wrong with it because anyone who says there is sent to the gulag.
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
Cool. Well, so what have we got? Trading card game, Yellow, and Red Alert 2.
You had to be the odd one out, didn't you, Rich?
Well, yeah.
Without a Pokemon game. Come on, we could have done 2 years in a row where it's all Pokemon.
Yeah,
You had to ruin it.
For me, the CNC RA2 is just better. Simple as.
Don't you mean Kakra 2?
Oh. You cackered your pants too.
Kakarot.
Kakarot?
Kakrat.
Kakarot.
Damn you,
My name-
Kakarot.
Yeah.
Catcrat TR.
I think you find I go by Goku.
I'm Catcrat. I might have to create a character and something now called Catcrat.
Kakarot.
Catcrat.
It sounds like a Skaven name.
Catcrat.
Just because it's
Oh
got
my
like
sounds
god,
like
that's going to be my
some shit
prime
on a
player of my Skaven team.
Oh.
Well, there we go.
Well, that's everything I've got to say.
That was game. Any other biscuits?
I did say that I had a biscuit, didn't I? I can't
Oh,
remember what it was though.
Is it a dark chocolate digestive?
Was it to do with the 3D printing?
I don't think so.
Was it to
I know
do
it was
with
about
the hammer of war?
No, I genuinely can't remember what that biscuit was. Fuck, I'll listen back to this and think, shit, yeah.
What? Oh no! I was gonna say. Well, you could listen to it back and then know it for when we meet up on Saturday. However, it probably won't be out in time for you to listen to it before we meet up on Saturday.
No, but I do have my own recording, so.
Well,
Well, it should go out before midday, so there
Well,
would
it
be enough
depends
time.
where Rich watches it. Does he watch it on the actual,
Or does he watch it on his
thing,
favorite podcast
or does
app?
he watch it on YouTube? That's
It's usually on YouTube.
then he won't get it till about 6 o'clock.
No, 6 pim.
Oh well. I'll just try and remember it for next time then.
Oh yeah.
How is everyone's editing coming on? I'm really looking forward to all the latest outputs from both TS Reactions and Pheasant Films.
I uploaded Mario Kart today.
Oh, cool.
Um,
Haven't seen that.
I literally haven't started because I was working yesterday and I didn't get up until I came to see you today. So yeah.
Okay.
I didn't put any effort into the edit really. I just synced up the audio and saved.
Okay, fair
See,
enough.
I am gonna do like stuff, aren't I?
Well, I couldn't really do my normal thing because Christian has the webcam over the actual footage.
Ah.
Because of
Whereas, yeah, well, it's not even that. It's just the way it's because it was streamed. So you
Yeah.
can't have like the normal black bar at the side that I would have, which I would then fill in with some kind of graphic. Or
Well, you
something.
could.
Well, yeah,
We just didn't.
I could,
didn't-
but
just didn't
could
think of-
you for your own?
Just
Would
did-
you
just
put
did-
the effort into it?
Just didn't think of it at the time. We just went, right, let's get started, and we started, and that was it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh well.
Because otherwise, it would have stuck the webcam over the com camera, like we said.
Yeah.
Well, it's
But
all
it's
it's
not
all
even-
refinement for next time.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not even just with the Mario Kart.
Refined.
It's with any of them. What I would have done is have the game slightly smaller and just have a bar along the two sides,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like my reactions in a way.
I guess it just comes down to personal preference. I don't like doing that because it's like it makes the screen smaller. Like you've recorded it at 1080. I think the game's playing at 1080. Put it up at 1080 because I'm more interested
Yeah.
in seeing the game at full size.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
well, some people do like the webcam though. That's the. It's
Degenerates.
I don't know because I find I prefer watching gameplays where they've got a webcam just because I like to see
Like I
people's
said.
genuine reaction.
Yeah. No, I know.
I sort of flip flop between. Depends on who's playing it, to be honest.
Well, it
Yeah.
is actually
'Cause
because
you-
I can sit and watch Game Grumps with no webcam, but
Absolutely.
then I don't think I could sit and watch a Jacksepticeye without the webcam.
That's the thing. It depends on the personality, doesn't it? Like
Yeah,
if I had
absolutely.
if I had a webcam for you for it would just be boring because it would just be me talking basically. But
That's
like,
what I thought.
there is
multiple people.
there is there is one EU4 player I watch who does have a webcam and he's very engaging and entertaining, so it really works for him. But yeah, it's just different differences in styles.
Yes.
Wow, a little bit behind the scenes chat there.
Ooh.
Not action, just chat.
Ooh.
All talk and no action. That's us.
That is how we roll. Quick
Oh.
biscuit.
Oh, is this the biscuit you forgot, or is it just
No. This is something that I literally just got an email about. Steam sale.
No.
Oh,
Call of Juarez Gunslinger is on sale for $2.99, and it is fucking worth it.
I'm sure it is.
It's an excellent. It's like you're in the future telling the story of how you got to this point, but it's done through like comic books, And so you'll explain the story, there's someone else will interject, that'll happen in the story. And then you go, no, it didn't happen like that. And then time will rewind, and then you play it out how it actually happens.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And like, you can get dual wielding pistols within the first 10 minutes. So, you know.
I mean, there's a point in the positive, yeah. But, you know, I've got to be honest, it's probably not a game I'd play.
No, absolutely not.
But thanks. And by the time this goes out,
A recommendation.
the offer will still be valid.
Yep.
Offer ends
26th.
26th of March. Get it while it's not. Get it while it's not
Got about 2
£12.
days. Got about 2 days.
Yes. I think EU4 was 75% off as well, if anyone's interested in that.
I'm not going to say I don't care about EU4, but...
EU bore more like.
Oh. Wow.
No. I have no.
Pokemon
genuine-
shit, Lilo.
Wow, you really told us.
No, you need to find something that I like that you don't. So Power Gangers or something.
Calling you, is it an insult to call you gay?
No, but
I
like
don't think so.
Power Range. No, but you could call. Well, yeah. I just So yeah. Got to find a pun on something.
Power
that, like-
Rangers.
Yeah. No. There we go. That's a bit better. It's still a little bit 6-year-oldy, but we can let
Because
it
the rest
ride.
of this has been so mature.
I was going to say, that is our sort of level of comedy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Power Range.
Power
my tastes are so
Rangers.
amazingly different from yours that you can pretty much just pick anything.
Yes.
I
Anyway.
could literally well, I can do the exact same thing I just did with EU4, but instead of EU Boar, it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I actually like Star Wars. Not as much as you two, but I do like it.
You just don't adore it.
Yeah, I'll happily sit through and watch one if I'm watching with someone else, probably. But I
That's
wouldn't
fair.
go out of my way to sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
Unless it's like I've literally got nothing else to watch, and I've got some of the new ones that I haven't even got round to watching. So
Fair.
yeah,
Well, I think that's everything for today then.
yeah. Just
Let's-
double check we're all still good for the day of Sat.
Indeed.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Um,
Dice.
Yes, I remember
Remember
bloody
that.
dice.
what should we? Is it an early one again?
We'll try. Well, that's how long. What were we gonna do? Were we gonna do, Draymond before Digimon or Digimon before Draymon?
I'd prefer to do Digimon before Draymon if I'm pulling the table out.
If possible,
okay.
yeah.
If I don't pull the
It
table
just-
out, we'll do
it-
Draymon first. But if I do pull the table out, we'll
So what
do.
time do you want to come over then?
So should we try and do about one again?
Or do you guys want to do your Digimon first and then I come in for Draymon?
I don't. Well,
Bob.
I don't mind.
It depends whether you want to come for Digimon or not, Rich. Don't be afraid to say
Yeah.
no.
I will pass on it this time.
Well,
Given how I'm doing a close the night before and I don't really want to get up earlier than I need to.
I said don't be afraid to say no. It doesn't mean I can't be horrifically insulted when you do.
Well, it's okay. So if we meet about 1 and say Rich comes round for about 2:30, 3.
Yes.
That
Let's
works.
say 3.
3 o'clock.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
I was just giving that little bit of leeway time rather than the precise 3 o'clock
Yeah,
on the dot.
but
About
if we say 2:30 though, if we start at 1, we normally go for about an hour and a half, and we've got to add
I know,
in
but-
like 15 minutes for making the tea and everything,
Yeah.
and moving the table and all that jazz.
The most important step making the tea.
yeah.
But then, would it not be more fun if we suddenly get a special guest halfway through the game?
No, because I'd have to stop playing and go and let him in.
That's entertainment.
No, but isn't.
Entertainment.
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 Yes, the entertainment. It's
It's a
not quite
Pokemon trainer.
entertainment, but it's entertainment.
The worst.
Cool. Well, that's that.
The only other biscuits I've got is that I've kind of got. Well, this is more of a spoiler for another possible one-day podcast. Is that I've got a possible idea for a modernization of Zelda.
Ooh, okay.
But I figured we could discuss this as we were to with the Bristolian Hogwarts and stuff. We just have a podcast where we come up with ideas for shit.
Okay.
Or we talk about it Saturday. But I just want to throw it out there because I've had this idea in my head for like 4 weeks now, and I keep forgetting to mention it to anyone.
Duly noted.
Whoever she is. Right. Well,
Julie. Ooh.
Thanks for...
Miss Barlow?
Yeah.
Julie's her first name.
It is.
Cool.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, why not shamelessly fling money at me like I'm your 2-bit cut price whore. That's how I like it. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. Got to do the money whoring at the end.
Exactly.